And we're back. We're back, bitch. This is an epic. Okay, this is one of them episodes. This is one of them meetings, bitch, where I had to pull out my dinner jacket, bitch. You know, I ain't bought it. I got it in black tee. You know, I ain't bought the official Secretary of Shade coat in a minute, bitch. I had to pull out the coat. I had to get the new coat, bitch. Okay, hello from Japan. Guys, Erica, we got Japan in the building. Cynthia here. Bitch, it's about to go down. Only like I can do it, bitch. It's a lot of girls reading. But only like I can do it, bitch. I have not been... I'm realistic. But, bitch, it's something about this one that just feels different. And I just... God. Y'all are following it really quickly. Tia, what's going on, babe? Constance is here. Alicia. I am bitch, first off, just to give y'all the agenda for tonight's meeting, I will be reading the transcript. Bitch, I also got a hold of the email for the talking points that he sent to the White House sent to the Democrats by accident. So, bitch, I haven't read in a while. But I'm going to read this transcript, bitch, okay? We're also just going to go over a few things. I know the term quid pro quo has been thrown out a lot. Just to clear the air on that just means you scratch my back, I scratch yours, bitch. You do me a favor, I do you a favor. Now we got that out the way. I'm going to give it 2 more minutes for everybody to file in before I start reading. One thing about, this is what Trump didn't understand. Never underestimate a bitch from Baltimore. Nancy Pelosi is a Baltimorean bitch. Okay? And when she made her quick little announcement, because number one, first off, if you from the streets, if you grew up in any urban environment, anytime a bitch gotta have 4 or 5 press conferences, you know something else. Because if you ain't do nothing, if I ain't do shit, I'ma pay it. Okay? I'ma pay it. I'm going to tell you I ain't doing that's going to be that. I ain't going to be having a conference in this room, another conference, then I'm going to throw my homeboy under the bus. This shit is crazy. Okay? After all this money we spent on special counsels, interviews, and all this shit, all it took was for us to wait for him to be the damn dummy that he already is. Okay? That's crazy to me. So, I had to pull out the digital print, bitch, because I want to make sure I see every word. So, just to update, what I'm reading tonight is the transcript that the White House sent out. Okay? This is not the whistleblower complaint, but as we speak, this is real time, bitch. As we speak, the House... and Congress, all of them, they're reading the actual whistleblower. They reading the unredacted, the real deal Holyfield. Now, the transcript, I'm surprised that they let this shit even go out. Because this is damning as hell, the transcript, bitch. But if this is damning, I can't wait to see what the actual report is. Okay, so, basically, for those of you who have been hiding under a rock, or not been on social media today, basically the president got caught with his pants down. He basically tried to force Ukraine or push them or suggest to them that they need to investigate Joe Biden and his son, because Joe Biden's son works for some big Ukrainian company. That's neither here nor there. That's part of it, but bitch, that's not the meat and potatoes. You can investigate that, find that out for yourself. That's just a little bit of backstory. So what happened was Trump goes and he makes a phone call to, Ukraine, to the president there, basically saying, if you need to, you should investigate Biden, which already is a conflict of interest because we all know that Joe Biden is an official presidential candidate. He's running for office, okay, for the office of the president. So that was already there. So this is a conversation as only I can do it, bitch. You know how we do, cabinet. Without further ado, this is the transcript of the telephone conversation that Trump had with President Zelensky of Ukraine. Okay. So this Trump, bitch. Congratulations on a great victory. We all watched from the United States and you did a terrific job. The way you came from behind somebody who wasn't given much of a chance and you ended up winning easily. It's a fantastic achievement. Congratulations, President Zelensky. You are absolutely right, Mr. President. We did win big and we worked hard for this. We worked a lot. But I would like to confess to you that I had an opportunity to learn from you, bitch. Okay. We used quite a few of your skills and knowledge and were able to use it as an example for our elections. And yes, it is true that these were unique elections. We were in a unique situation that we were able to, and this is classified, so bitch, they cut this out of there. We were able to achieve a unique success. I'm able to tell you the following. The first time you called me to congratulate me when I won my presidential election. And the second time you are now calling me when my party won the parliamentary election. I think I should run more often so you can call me more often and we can talk over the phone more often. So already they good girlfriends. You already know he in bed with the Russians, all that. Like, so this is basically a dick sucking section already. Excuse my French, but they already sucking each other off, bitch. And this is just that, hey girl, how you doing? So basically this is, hey girl, congratulations, you did that shit, bitch. I know, girl. Thank you, bitch. I'm trying to be like you, bitch. That's basically what this is. This is two old queens and Melba's, bitch, from my Baltimore people. Two old queens and Melba's. So, bitch, this is the presidential version of Melba's, bitch. Okay. Now, the president laughs. That's a very good idea. I think your country is very happy about that. So President Zelensky over in Ukraine goes, well, yes, to tell you the truth, we are trying to work hard because we wanted to drain the swamp here in our country. So, bitch, this is a worldwide epidemic. This swamp shit is global, bitch. This is a movement. This is bigger than Bad Boy Records, Cash Money Records taking over for the 99-2000, Rockefeller, Maybach, bitch. This is some worldwide shit. Okay? We brought in many new people, not the old politicians, not the typical politicians, because we want to have a new format and a new type of government. You are a great teacher for us and in that. So this is interesting to read, guys, because we think, when you look at Brexit, think about all of these meetings we've had, and we talked about Brexit, we talked about China, we talked about all of these things going on around the world, and how we're seeing firsthand that this is a global thing, okay? This is a global thing. This drain the swamp, this totalitarian, this dictator shit, they try to make this shit global. Okay? They fuck democracies, bitch. They're not here for it. So, Trump goes, well, it's very nice of you to say that. I will say that we do a lot for Ukraine. We spend a lot of effort and a lot of time. Much more than the European countries are doing, and they should be helping you more than they are. Throwing our allies under the bus, bitch. Germany does almost nothing for you. All they do is talk, and I think it's something that you should really ask them about. When I was speaking to Angela Merkel, who is the president of Germany, she talks Ukraine, but she doesn't do anything. A lot of the European countries are the same way. So I think it's something you want to look at, but the United States has been very good to Ukraine. I wouldn't say that it's reciprocal necessarily because things are happening that are not good, but the United States has been very, very good to Ukraine. So basically he's saying, bitch, all these other girls, they ain't even your friend. They ain't fucking with you like that, bitch. We the only ones that's really riding for you like that. And you stay trying to be this girl. You keep kidding with them and shit. They don't even fuck with you like that. Translation, okay? President Zelensky, yeah, you are absolutely right. Not only 100%, but actually 1,000%. And I can tell you the following, bitch. I did talk to Angela Merkel, and I did meet with that bitch. I'm going freestyle it right now. I'll read, but bitch, this is the DDM version, okay? I also met and talked with Macron, and I told them that they are not doing quite as much as they need to be doing on the issues with the sanctions. They are not enforcing the sanctions. They are not working as much as they should work for Ukraine. Bitch, why the fuck they gotta be working for you? They run their own countries, bitch. Who the fuck is, like, what the fuck? Anyway, okay, whatever. It turns out that even though logically the European Union should be our biggest partner, but technically the United States is a much bigger partner than the European Union, and I'm very grateful to you for that because the United States is doing quite a lot for Ukraine. Much more than the European Union, especially when we are talking about sanctions against the Russian Federation. I would also like to thank you for your great support in the area of defense. We are ready to continue to cooperate for the next steps. Specifically, we are almost ready to buy more javelins from the United States for defense purpose. So basically, he's saying, yeah, I know these girls don't really fuck with me like that whole time. You the love of my life, bitch. I'm just fucking with these other girls. I'm just fucking them hoes. I don't really deal with them. I love you, United States. So on a global level, bitch, we're reading this, and this is a shade fest. This is a shade fest. All of the global leaders, all of our allies are reading this. Let's let that sink in, guys. Let's get serious for one moment. Our allies, who we work with, who we need, we already in this trade war with China, are reading this shit. You think Angela ain't get on the phone with Macron and be like, bitch, you see what the fuck Donald was saying about fuck that bitch? I don't fuck with them like that anyway. Angela, they probably doing a three-way. They probably on FaceTime right now, bitch, going in on Donald ass. And Ukraine ain't got shit coming. Okay, I know that you FaceTime, bitch. Okay, this is the shit that they wasn't reporting on the news. This is some Secretary of Shade shit. No shade. So Trump goes, I would like you to do us a favor, though, because our country has been through a lot and Ukraine knows a lot about it. I would like you to find out what happened with this whole situation with Ukraine. They say CrowdStrike. I guess you have one of your wealthy people, the server, they say Ukraine has it. There are a lot of things that went on. The whole situation. I think you're surrounding yourself with some of the same people. I would like to have the Attorney General call you or your people, and I would like you to get to the bottom of it. As you saw yesterday, that whole nonsense ended with a very poor performance by a man named Robert Mueller, an incompetent performance. But they say a lot of it started with Ukraine. Whatever you can do, it's very important that you do it if that's possible. Bitch! So he already was pissed about the Mueller shit. He was mad at Mueller. So he gonna go and call Ukraine because basically he like, bitch, we helping your ass out with all this shit, bitch. I need you to find some dirt. Shady. So President Zelensky goes, yes, it is very important for me and everything that you just mentioned earlier. For me as a president, it is very important and we are open for any future cooperation. We are ready to open a new page on cooperation and relations between the United States and Ukraine. For that purpose, I just recalled our ambassador from the United States, and he will be replaced by a very competent and very experienced ambassador who will work hard on making sure that our two nations are getting closer. So basically, bitch, he fired the ambassador to the United States from Ukraine because he felt like he wasn't doing enough, bitch. Probably wanted him to do some crooked shit, and he was like, fuck no, I ain't doing that shit. I would also like and hope to see him having your trust and your confidence and have personal relations with you so that we can cooperate even more so. I will personally tell you that one of my assistants spoke with Mr. Giuliani just recently, and we are hoping very much that Mr. Giuliani will be able to travel to Ukraine and we will meet once he comes to Ukraine. I just wanted to assure you once again that you have nobody but friends around us. I will make sure that I surround myself with the best and most experienced people. I also wanted to tell you that we are friends. We are great friends, and you, Mr. President, have friends in our country so we can continue our strategic partnership. I also plan to surround myself with great people, and in addition to that investigation, I guarantee as the President of Ukraine that all the investigations will be done openly and candidly. That I can assure you. So Rudy, this is why Rudy Giuliani, the former mayor of New York, Crooked, bitch. He need to be disbarred. At this point, Rudy Giuliani, they calling for his disbarment, bitch. He needs to be disbarred. Because this is some crooked shit. All this shit coming out, bitch. We done sent him read all these books. I done talked to Omarosa in person. And all this shit be like, these people wasn't lying. Look at this shit. This is like, no shade. I'm going to pause real quick. But I don't think Nancy Pelosi wanted to go this route. I really think she wanted the election to happen. He lose, hopefully, and we move on, and then they can do that criminal shit on the side. Looking at this, she had no choice. As I read, and this is, keep in mind, I want to keep in mind, I wish I could put a flash on the screen, bitch. This is not even the actual whistleblower complaint. This is the transcript issued from the White House. Okay? So as damning as this is, they put this shit out. Okay? I just want to put that out there. Okay. So here goes Trump. Good, because I heard you had a prosecutor who was very good and he was shut down, and that's really unfair. A lot of people are talking about that. The way they shut down your very good prosecutor, and you had some very bad people involved. Mr. Giuliani is a highly respected man. He was the mayor of New York City, a great mayor, and I would like him to call you. I will ask him to call you along with the Attorney General. Okay, so Barr, Rudy very much knows what's happening, and he is a very capable guy. If you could speak to him, that would be great. The former ambassador from the United States, the woman, was bad news, and the people she was dealing with in the Ukraine were bad news. So I just want to let you know that. The other thing, there's a lot of talk about Biden's son, that Biden stopped the prosecution, and a lot of people want to find out about that. So whatever you can do with the Attorney General would be great. Biden went around bragging that he stopped the prosecution, so if you could look into it, it sounds horrible to me. Bitch! Like, that's very damning. That is inciting an investigation of a political rival for political gain. Lock, stock, and motherfucking barrel. Okay? President Zelensky, I wanted to tell you about the prosecutor. First of all, I understand and I'm knowledgeable about the situation. Since we have won the absolute majority in our parliament, the next prosecutor general will be 100% my person, my candidate, who will be approved by the parliament and will start as new prosecutor in September. Let's equate this, bitch. So this is the same shit as the Supreme Court shit. He got the Senate. He the president. It's going to go through. Ain't shit nobody else can do. This is some global shit. Please, if they B613 my ass, know that I was a real bitch. That's all I'm asking y'all to do. Okay? He or she will look into the situation, specifically to the company that you mentioned in this issue. The issue of the investigation of the case is actually the issue of making sure to restore the honesty so that we will take care of that and will work on the investigation of the case. On top of that, I will kindly ask you if you have any additional information that you can provide to us. It would be very helpful for the investigation to make sure that we administer justice in our country with regard to the ambassador to the United States from Ukraine. As far as I recall, her name was Ivanovich. It was great that you were the first one who told me that she was a bad ambassador, because I 100% agree with you. Her attitude towards me was far from the best, as she admired the previous president and she was on his side. She would not accept me as a new president well enough. So basically, Ivanovich is like somebody from the Obama administration who was like, bitch, you's a crook, you're trying it, I'm not here for it, so he ditched her ass, okay? Trump. Well, she's going to go through some things. She's going to go through some things, bitch. So they done already put the hit out on this bitch. I will have Mr. Giuliani give you a call, and I'm also going to have Attorney General Barr call, and we will get to the bottom of it. I'm sure you will figure it out. I heard the prosecutor was treated very badly, and he was a very fair prosecutor. So good luck with everything. Your economy is going to get better and better, I predict. You have a lot of assets. It's a great country. I have many Ukrainian friends. They're incredible people. President Zelensky. I would like to tell you that I also have quite a few Ukrainian friends that live in the United States. Actually, last time I traveled to the United States, I stayed in New York near Central Park, and I stayed at the Trump Tower. I will talk to them, and I hope to see them again in the future. I also want to thank you for your invitation to visit the United States, specifically Washington, D.C. On the other hand, I also want to assure you that we will be very serious about the case and will work on the investigation. As to the economy, there is much potential for our two countries, and one of the issues that is very important for Ukraine is energy independence. I believe we can be very successful in cooperating on energy independence with the United States. We are already working on cooperation. We are buying American oil, but I'm very hopeful for a future meeting. We will have more time and more opportunities to discuss these opportunities and get to know each other better. I would like to thank you very much for your support. Trump, good. Well, thank you very much, and I appreciate that. I will tell Rudy and Attorney General Barr to call. Thank you. Whenever you would like to come to the White House, feel free to call. Give us a date, and we'll work that out. I look forward to seeing you. Thank you very much. I would be very happy to come to the White House. I'm looking forward to our meeting. I would also like to invite you to visit Ukraine and come to the city of Kyiv, which is a beautiful city. I might have butchered that. We have a beautiful country which could welcome you. On the other hand, I believe that on September 1st, we will be in Poland, and we can meet in Poland, hopefully. After that, it might be a very good idea for you to travel to Ukraine. We can either take my plane and go to Ukraine, or we can take your plane, which is probably better than mine. They basically say goodbye. So, bitch. Let's unpack this, bitch. We ain't unpacked shit in a minute. So, in this call, you just listened to two good girlfriends. One who has the upper hand and is probably more popular. This is like, they don't fuck with you like that. They ain't shit. We the ones that got your back. But for us to have your back, bitch, I got an election coming up. And this Biden person is killing it in the polls. He could actually probably beat me. So what I need you to do, I need you to go dig up dirt on his son. That doesn't exist, per se. That's not proven. That's unfounded. Okay? And I need you to make this happen. Ukraine already sucking his dick. We buying American oil, bitch. Come to Ukraine. Could get on my plane. We could get on your plane. I got friends in New York, bitch. Like, this is insane. You are bargaining with the American people. Okay? In addition to the shade. Okay? Like, he basically shaded the fuck out of two of our biggest allies on the global stage. If Germany today or tomorrow said, we don't fuck with the United States right now, I'm done, you can't even be mad at them. We just read it. If Emmanuel Macron, the French president, say, bitch, y'all on timeout, you can't be mad at them. Yo, well, we knew he was going to throw Mueller under the bus. Like, this shit is insane. And once again, to lay this out, this is the transcript that the White House put out. This is not even the whistleblower shit, which they say is worse than this. Me personally, guys, and we're going to get to, I'm going to get to the emails shit in a moment. But just me personally, I I did not want it to come to impeachment. And here's why. Hear me out. Hear me out. Before you be like, nah, bitch, what the fuck you talking about? Hear me out. Okay? Because I'm thinking about, and this is what Nancy's probably thinking about. I'm thinking about the other half of the country that voted for this man. And they already think that it's a witch hunt for him. And I know in Nancy's mind, and because it's crossed my mind, if you impeach him, they're going to say, well, he really didn't do nothing. They just wanted to get rid of him. Which is going to cause even more toxic behavior in the country. And we're already inching close to a civil war now. But you impeach him, and it's like... But after reading this transcript, he put Nancy in a corner. They put Nancy in a corner. They put Congress in a corner. Especially the Democratic Congress. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all feel me? Like, he can't do that. And yes, I'm going to get to him throwing Pence under the bus, his homeboy, in a minute. But with shit like this, it's like, it was nothing else that they could do to me. And I'm not a lawyer. I'm not the greatest legal authority or political authority. But after reading that and knowing that it's public and that a whistleblower called this in and wanted it to be investigated and it was hidden, it was like, you can't, like, what can you do? Like, you have to go forward with it. It's like really nothing else you can do. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. It's going to be interesting to see how this pans out. For some reason, this feels a little different. We've had instances where we thought, damn, bitch, like... But it's something about this that feels a little different to me. And nothing could possibly happen. Okay? It could be, a thing where it could be like business as usual, like it's been since his presidency, where nothing really happens to him. But something in my bones feels different about this. It's like, this is what happens when you don't discipline your child the first time. What happens is, and I'm talking to parents in the cabinet know what I'm talking about. You keep letting the child get away with stuff. You keep turning a blind eye to it. You keep slapping them on the wrist. They're going to keep acting out. The action's going to start getting messier and messier. The offense is going to start getting bigger and bigger because they don't think anything's going to happen. Until one day, the other shoe drops. And it's like, oh. This is what this is. Because today, he looks scared. Lindsey Graham, for those of you, when Lindsey Graham made his statement, Lindsey Graham definitely tried to, spin the shit, but you could see, if y'all saw Lindsey Graham's face, for the record, we already know Lindsey ain't fuck with him in the beginning. He got elected. Now Lindsey is homegirl, homeboy, whatever. Now they good girlfriends. But Lindsey looked shook today. Like, his face was like, bitch, like, Miss Lindsay usually gives you, he's a smirker. He's a smart ass. He's a smart aleck. He wasn't giving that today. Lindsay was like, oh my God, we're all going to jail. And that's what made me say, wait a minute. Because Lindsay always giving you poker face. He always giving you Frank Underwood, House of Cards realness. But today, Lindsay looked concerned, bitch. Okay? We have not seen Kellyanne Conway. Mother Motormouth is usually always on the offensive. Ain't seen this bitch nowhere. Sarah Sanders, she got the hell out of Dodge before shit hit the fan. Shit is real. He threw Mike Pence under the bus. Like, this is what happens when you serve Nino from New Jack City. No loyalty. Because best believe, if Trump go down, he Tekashi 69 and every motherfucker that worked in that administration. Ain't nobody say, y'all all going to jail, bitch. Do not pass go. Do not collect $100. Go straight to jail, bitch. Okay? And they scared. And that's why they all look like that. Mitch McConnell, turkey neck, is shaking in his boots, bitch. Shaking in his boots right now. Okay? I'm concerned, bitch. I want to know who the whistleblower is. Because I feel like the whistleblower is somebody, and I don't think it's somebody obvious. I think it's somebody that's been in the cut that we've seen and we probably never paid any attention to. And I could be totally wrong. It could be some random motherfucker. But I think it's somebody that's in the cut that we always see, we always never pay attention to, that got his ass. It's always the bitch that you least suspect. That's just facts. But I think that the White House and his people are very nervous now. Like, I saw the fear today. I saw the fear. This was the first time in this administration where I saw the fear. I saw it. And Corey Lewandowski just last week, it was all good just a week ago. He's showing his ass in them hearings, bitch. Not wanting to answer questions. Getting smart. It was all good just a week ago. I'm just saying. Now, to add insult to injury, they sends the talking points after this shit drop, after the tape drop. They send the talking points by accident. This is why you hire dummies. You hire dummies. You know, you got idiots working for you. You ain't got nobody smart and you can't. Nobody smart. Just nobody smart and you can't. Okay? They sends the email with the talking points to the Democratic House people. And one of those Democrats, Bill Pascrell, posted the points. And I'm going to read just a few of them because it's a lot. And we already been on here for a while. But I knew this was going to be a long meeting. But, so he goes, this is some of the points. Now, mind you, I want you to keep in mind what we just read, bitch. This is not speculation that we just read. This is the actual conversation that the White House put out. Okay? Press reports have given currency to flat-out falsehoods about the call. This is the spin. The transcript clearly shows there was no quid pro quo, which we learned at the beginning of the meeting means you scratch my back, I scratch yours. Bitch, if we didn't, it was a lot of if you scratch my back, I scratch yours. The deal may not have went through, but clearly it was you do a favor for me, I do a favor for you. Did we not just read that? If we did read that, just comment a yes in the comments, because bitch, I could have sworn we read that. Okay? Or anything else inappropriate about the conversation between Mr. Trump, President Trump and President Zelensky. Myth. They got this highlighted. This is in bold. This is what they say is a myth. Myth. The president made a mysterious promise to Zelensky in return for Ukraine reviving an investigation relating to Joe Biden and his son. Fact. This is what they're saying is a fact. There was no such promise. The president wanted allegations of corruption, potentially involving an American official, to be investigated. This is just a lie. Myth. The president offered a quid pro quo related to military aid for Ukraine. Fact. There was no quid pro quo. In fact, there is no mention of the aid package to Ukraine at all. Did we not? We just read this, right? Myth. The president urged President Zelensky to work with Rudy Giuliani to investigate Biden's involvement in securing the firing of a Ukrainian prosecutor 8 times. Fact. The president mentioned Rudy Giuliani only after Zelensky mentioned him first and referred to Biden in only one exchange. Bitch! The lies! The lies! If I didn't still have payments on this computer, I would throw it across the room. The lies! What the president actually talked about was entirely proper. I don't think throwing shade to our allies, to Ukraine, and talking about investigating a political rival was proper, bitch. President Trump asked President Zelensky to investigate any connection between Ukraine and attempts to interfere with the 2016 election, something he has publicly discussed in the past. What the fuck? What? Did I miss something about the... We wasn't talking about the election in that damn phone call, bitch. Y'all was kicking. It is entirely appropriate for the president to ask a foreign leader to investigate any connection between his country and attempted interference in the 2016 election. You damn sure ain't asked Vladimir that, bitch. That's who you should have been asking if you asked that. The president did not mention Rudy Giuliani or Vice President Biden until after President Zelensky had raised Giuliani first. Only after Zelensky brought up Giuliani related to addressing corruption issues did the president ask Zelensky to speak to Giuliani and raise Vice President's role in the firing of a Ukrainian prosecutor who had been investigating a Ukrainian company that had Biden's son on its board. Let's be clear. There was no quid pro quo for Ukraine to get U.S. aid in exchange for looking into Biden or his son. I don't even want to read the rest of this shit because it's just the lies. We just sat and read, and this is not a transcript that a Democrat doctored or some adversary doctored. This is the transcript that y'all put out. Are y'all that damn stupid? To quote my girl Friendy, is you dumb or is you stupid? Is you stupid or is you dumb? Like, y'all put the transcript out. Like, I don't understand this cabinet. I don't understand it. Like, this is almost like some 1984 shit, these talking points. This is almost like if we say that it didn't happen enough, people will start to believe that it didn't happen. And they're actually right. Because I'm reading this and I'm like, you start getting frustrated. Like, I visibly got frustrated reading this because I'm like, we just read. And that's the reason why I wanted to read that spin email after I read the transcript, to show you how much they're bending the truth and how much they're really trying to make you believe some shit that's just not the case. Like, we just sat and read that, guys. And then to read that, that's insane. We're in a debacle. Okay? This is where I do my Jerry Springer final thought. Because it's going to be a lot. I feel like we probably going to be meeting again. If not tomorrow, definitely Sunday. If a development happens tomorrow, I'm going to have to do an emergency meeting. Because now we got some real shit to talk about. But this is my Jerry Springer final thought moment. I got on my coat and shit, bitch. We are in a tough space, okay? Because we have one half of the country who is so gaslighted that they will believe anything that this administration say, even when it's in black and white. The reason why I say we're in a debacle, because we have to live with these people. We have to go to work with these people. We have to shop with these people. In some cases, y'all are going to church with these people. Okay? You have the other half of the country who didn't vote for this man, who has fractures within its own camp, because we had 20 goddamn presidential candidates running for office. We got the Bernie camp over here. We got the Warren camp over here. We got the older black folks who think the only way to beat Trump is to get Biden because he's a white progressive, a white liberal who they feel like white folks in the Trump camp would actually possibly vote for. Okay? We are in trouble. And this is not, we're not even talking about climate change, Puerto Rico, the border issue, the Jeffrey Epstein shit that mysteriously disappeared from all of the press once he committed suicide. We're in trouble. And I don't know how we're going to fix this. I'm remaining hopeful. But one thing you learn working in customer service is that once people are convinced of something, once they're convinced that they've been wrong, or they're convinced that something's not right, or you don't know what you're talking about, it's really hard to get them to think otherwise. And I think politically, that's kind of where we're at. We just read this shit in black and white. This is the statement that they issued. They're probably a good portion of Trump voters or Trump supporters who will swear us up and down that nothing was wrong with what we just read. And that's a problem. Okay? That's a problem. And I don't know how we're going to fix it. So here's where we go from here. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you click the bell for subscription. Make sure you get the reports, because I got a feeling we're going to be, this is the beginning. I said it online today. I feel like this could possibly be our generation's Watergate. Although this is worse. We're going to have to stay tuned. Hopefully, I don't think anybody else has read the transcript in full online, but if you want to listen to it again just to catch some things that you missed, it'll be on YouTube for you to watch. But yeah, man, I hope y'all are blessed. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at GODDM, on YouTube, Secretary of Shade, for all the updates. We're going to be closely watching this story. Tomorrow I have a feeling that we're going to hear, or at least get access to the actual whistleblower complaint. And once we get that, we're going to see where we go from here. But until then, y'all be blessed. Tonight was a lot. I am not watching anything else political for the rest of the evening. I am watching Barry and Marvel films. Y'all have a good evening. Be blessed. It was a great cabinet meeting. A lot of you guys showed up tonight. Stay tuned.